How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my newest playthrough of Fallout 4. First things first, go to the description real quick and go read all of that for me. I'm saying that because there's going to be a lot of unusual rules in this playthrough. So I'm going to be doing it's like self-imposed rules of a harder survival mode. Yeah, that a lot of y'all, probably none of y'all are used to seeing. So I'm going to use this episode as kind of like a rundown on the rules. It should be a shorter one. And yeah. So like to start off, I'm not going to be using the gun nut perk. I'm not going to be getting the double meat from animals book. I'm not going to be using VATS. And the reason for these first three, so gun nut makes it less of like a survival game and more of like you just go to your perks. I'll explain it more after this. I'm gonna skip through this dialogue though.
Codsworth? Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna skip through this because most people have already seen this. So if you need to skip a couple seconds, then because sometimes the dialogue gets trapped or whatever. Okay, what's going on? And I'm playing on survival difficulty too. I know I kind of already said that, but
doesn't matter how long it's been.
Yeah. Alright, so you always pass this persuasion check, so it'll give you a little boost to your experience.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
Alright, so I'm just going to get through this so that he'll go ahead and clear the town of most of the enemies.
Lead the way. Uh-huh.
Alright, and now back to it. Alright, so yeah, gun nut takes away from the survivability of the game. So I'm not going to be using that. Double meat is kind of overpowered because at that point you have way too much. You have way too much meat. Food's not a problem. It's kind of gets to be a little bit of a joke. I'm not going to say a real joke, but it gets pretty easy. So yeah, I'm going to avoid that. No VATS use, so that it's more of a FPS. That this game was, they did a lot better with the FPS mechanics in this game, so I figured why not take advantage of them. That's how I sort of prefer to play as is, as crazy as that sounds. We do need that. One of the biggest rules is that I'm only allowed to use a hunting rifle, so I can upgrade a hunting rifle into a sniper rifle and all that, but I can't use a combat rifle or anything else. The only thing I can use other than that is a sidearm, which would be, like a 10mm pistol, a pipe pistol, 10mm pipe pistol, 44, or Western Revolver. So yeah, I'm just going to drop all of this stuff that I'm not using. So other than that, the only other thing I can use are mines. So I can use that as like setting up a perimeter. It's kind of like, I guess in my mind, how a sniper would actually play, like how a survivalist would play. I'm not going to be able to use grenades. That's probably more to, not purposefully, but it's going to help me more than it'll hurt me. Because grenades, oftentimes when I've tried to do permadeath runs, especially on low endurance run, it ends up being the thing that kills you as is. So yeah, that's my logic behind doing that. Next up, no power armor is going to be allowed. So yeah, that's obviously just so I'm not some overpowered monster that can't die. So yeah, I'm gonna be able to use any type of combat armor, anything like that, but I can't use power armor, leather armor, combat armor, power armor, or not power armor, sorry, metal armor. Endurance is set to 1 to begin. The only way I'm allowed to improve that is by way of the special book, which I already used. I'll show you all right here. So this is my build, 3723185, and I'll explain all of that as we go. Yeah, so we're not going to pick up 38 because we're never going to use it. The rule also is that I can only use 2 total weapons at the same time. So although I could have a Western Revolver, 44, all that stuff, I can't use all of it. So that makes the game a little bit more difficult.
Your family isn't here either.
And once again, you can go down to the description and read all the rules for yourself.
I shall remain here and secure the home front.
Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so that means no endurance boosting items as well. So I can't like grab a Sea Captain's hat that I didn't need that. Sea Captain's hat that boosts me up to, a lot higher, +2 basically. Endurance. I'm stuck at 3 for the remainder of the game. I can, however, get the Life Giver perk at rank 3 once I get to that point. But yeah, that's the only other way to improve my HP. And I allowed that. I was originally only going to allow 1, but in order for it to be like 100% actually, I have to be a bit lenient with that. So I'm going to give myself the ability to get to Life Giver, which is really the only it's really the only, like, oh wait, there's nothing in here. Dang, I already have to sleep. It's really the only perk, the highest perk that I really want to get. I think that it's pretty useful, and it'll give me a little bit more sponge. I like to think that, the character will adapt and evolve, and that's, where that comes from. But back to it, no healing during battle. So after battle, I can use, stim packs, rat away if I face a gamma gun or something like that. Rad-X if I'm going into like a radiated area, I can do that. But if I'm about to fight like Children of Adam or whatever, I'm not allowed to do that. Like I said, no VATS use. So like right there, usually on bugs that move fast, I would be the first to take advantage of VATS, but in this playthrough, that's not allowed. That also kind of ties hand in hand with my rule of no creating drugs, so I'm not going to be allowed to create them or use them at all. That excludes, of course, like stim packs for hurt limbs, antibiotics. I'm doing that because in my mind, if this was like a real survival game, which I'm trying to make it one, you wouldn't really know how to make all these different things. You would have been like an ex-soldier, but it's not really a role play. It's just kind of to make the game more difficult. So antibiotics, they can't be created at a chemistry station anymore. I have to just find them as I go. So as of right now, I have none. So I have to be extremely careful. And I don't know if I stated it, but this is a permadeath run. So yeah. It's going to be a lot harder at this low of
Got it.
this low of HP. Okay, so yeah, like Med-X right here, I'm not allowed to use that at all. I just have to ignore it. Yeah, so I'm also not allowed to build or break down items. So anything I find, I just have to carry along with me. I can bash, however, because I feel like bashing would probably be at least a little bit realistic. Which I advise against these rad roaches. I also can't store any items I find in like settlements. So even though I might find an item, if I don't have it like in my inventory, I'm not allowed to use it. And that's just going to make the game a little bit harder. Yeah, what else? No companions in this playthrough. That includes dog meat. So I'm going to be excluding dog meat from all the fun in this playthrough. And that's just because it makes it a little bit more difficult or easy with companions, and it's not necessary for me to have them. And no power leveling. So power leveling would be like grabbing a shelf and just spamming it, which you could break all this stuff down. Generally, I do that on this kind of difficulty. But considering how difficult this difficulty is and all the stipulations I'm putting on, I'm not not going to power level. I'm just going to make it as realistic as possible. So yeah, our first plan of action now is I forgot to talk. Oh no, I didn't. I talked to him. Great. Okay, so we're kind of like a nomad scavenger, and this first episode will be a little bit shorter is the plan. I don't know why it says fill bottle like that to begin. Okay. So yeah, that's all the rules. I originally was going to do only leather armor as well, but I figured that would get a little bit boring. And, shit, did I drink that? Okay, at least I'm not sick, so that's positive. Yet. Yeah, originally I was also going to make the rule. This isn't power leveling either because I need this stuff, so just to keep it in mind. And yeah, this is actually going to be a remake of an episode I did a couple days ago, but I didn't like the rules. I started thinking, I was like, I could make this a little bit more of a fun series than I have it. So yeah, I decided to change it a little bit to this. So I am allowed to use legendary hunting rifles, 44s, 10 millimeters, and Western revolvers. My only stipulation with those are that I can't use the wounding or bleeding effects on 10 millimeter pistols, and that's because those get so powerful that it takes away from the fun. So I could just spam bleeding damage at somebody and be done. Dang. So kind of struggling to find. Oh, I forgot about this. Nice. Okay, so we got a little bit of armor. By a little bit, I mean a little bit. Anyways, so my first location I'm actually going to is a little bit south of Walden Pond. And that is because it is the first location that you can find a guaranteed hunting rifle drop. While I'm here, I'll just talk to him. Why not?
Hey there.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
All right.
It's okay, I'm friendly.
I'm just going to spam through this as well because it's a lot of dialogue. So yeah, there's been a lot more thought into this episode as well than the last one. The last one was more like I just kind of went for it. But I have a whole plan for this series now. I think it'll be really enjoyable. If you've made it this far, be sure to leave it a like. If this series gets a lot of likes, I'll continue to do it. I plan on doing this as like a mini series behind my main Fallout 4 series. But if this series gets more like and people enjoy this more, then I'll put this as the main series and put the other one, because on the other Fallout 4 series I'm running right now, it's getting to the point where I'm a little too powerful. Maybe not too powerful, but it's if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. So we're really weak right now too. So these dogs right here, we really don't want to fight, because pretty much anything will kill us. And then this bridge can be dangerous as well, so you want to keep an eye out. Okay, so we're trying to get to that little pipe down there. Let me also change out stim packs and put my purified water. Yeah, so this will kind of be on the honor system, honor code, whatever you want to call it. Oh wait, I need to level up. And my first level up I'm going to use on Idiot Savant, and that is so I can level up a little bit quicker. I have low intelligence, so I'm not going to be getting that many things as is. So usually this would be a place I would come to a little bit later, actually a good bit later. But I can't afford to do that because I'm a weak character. Let me do this. Okay, so now we're good. We want to get out of the dirty water too, because if you stay in the dirty water, it'll kill you. It'll give you an infection. We don't have any way to fix that as of right now. So yeah, this character, if it's not obvious enough, is going to be... I don't need that. I could sell it. It's going to be based on sneak. These guys in here are really weak. They might even be level 1 characters usually. But we need to get in and out.
Made sure he had everything he needed before starting.
I've never been here this low of level.
Back up top, double check this list.
Okay, so we killed him. Great. Alright, so that was the... Okay, great. Alright, so we got a leather chest piece, which is going to really help. There's 2 more enemies in the other room. Let's see, how much does this do? Okay, so that just does that. Oh, we do have Raider leathers, though. So I'm actually going to put the Raider leathers on and drop the Vault. And that's because at this low level, you're not really going to be facing all that many energy weapons. And this is what we came here for. And if you see me pick up... let's see, yeah. If you see me pick up, like... random objects like or random weapons, it's because when you if somebody used a weapon against you, I'll just grab that to sell it. Oh, dirty water. Anyways, if somebody uses a weapon like this sawed-off shotgun, we could actually grab it and we take the ammo from it as well. So there's some benefit to it. Yeah, this beginning area is just going to be me kind of building up the character. Because we want to be really sneaky. Because I don't know if we can kill these people yet. Obviously we can, but are we? That's a... Let's see, are they there? Okay, so that's Walter, I guess. Oh shit. That was a bad shot. Okay, alright. So I thought about just running there. Because I really didn't need to do all that. But, yeah, I decided against it. Yeah, so I can drink, too. Because that's not really... I'm not going to count that as a drug. That's more of like a... I mean, technically, I guess, if we're going by actual, like, what is it? It is a drug. Oh, yeah, I want the road leathers over the Raider leathers. Oh shoot, I thought I was looking at something else. Okay, yeah, I just like them better. And we can drop that. And so this is our character right now. Yeah, pretty standard. Now we're going to be picking up all the beer bottles that you see. Because that is going to... Okay, yeah, we need that. Oh, that stinks. I know you can get... whatchamacallit from here. You can get... antibiotics, but we did not. Okay, we got 1 frag mine though. We can, like I said, we can use those. So yeah, we want to keep an eye out for that. What's our carry weight at? Yeah, we're getting down to it. I don't need that. I'm not really going to need the cans all that much, I don't think. And I don't need the kickballs yet. I will at some point, yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to drop... Let me just drop steel because that's the most, standard item we're going to find. We're not really going to be hurting for that. Don't need acid. Alright, and we're good. So oil... Oil, we really don't need that much oil to begin this. We need 5 oil, I think, is what we need. So, we've got 3 there, and the flip lighters should have some. Let's see, yeah, 4. Okay, 5. So that's really all we need. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, so we don't need that. And we don't need any of that. You know what, but we might need that later, so why don't I just keep some of it? Yeah, some of the lighter oil access points. I don't know what I would call it. But yeah, some of the drugs I am allowed to sell, so I can get the drugs, but I can't use the drugs, if you know what I mean. Okay. Nope, no good. And we got a bottle cap mine. And other than that, I think we should be good. Yeah, don't need that. We need the adjustable wrench. We need 5 gears. Okay, so we're since we don't have gun nut, you can upgrade your guns without gun nut to a certain amount. But yeah, it's not going to be great. The way that you don't use gun nut is you simply scavenge for stuff. So if you see a hunting rifle with something you don't have, you can actually you're going to shoot that, because if he goes off, those bombs will explode on you. And you want to be careful around the bombs as well. I wouldn't say this is a high level area, but there can be a Yao Guai spawn here, so be a little bit careful of that. What else? And there's going to be a camera in here. What is the camera going to have? Gears and springs. Yeah, crystal's not going to be super useful for us, but I'll take it. And then whiskey is going to be a godsend for us. We need a lot of screws too, so I think I accidentally just grabbed it. Okay, yeah, we don't need the coffee cups. What else? We want as much adhesive as we can get. Yeah, steel, don't need it. We're getting way down to it, but I do need these screws. Okay, so what am I going to get rid of? Let's get rid of, yeah, we don't need the springs. Okay, great. Yeah, so we're going to want to make sure that
Sweet.
we get back safe now. So we're a little bit more powerful than we were. I hotkeyed the hunting rifle over here, right? And I can't even use VATS to like check out areas. Now, if I accidentally use VATS, that's a whole different story. I'll just, let it go. I'm not going to like end the playthrough because of that. I don't think that's probably the right call on that. So yeah, anyways. Now we're going to want to go back up to Red Rocket, which is going to be right about here. You can see where the roads interconnect. But we're going to need to get back safely. So I'm kind of going to take the same path. So there are going to be some radstags, potential dogs, and a roving super mutant party that can come around here. So do be careful of that. And like I said, this is just to get us to where we want to go. We want to have a hunting rifle and a 10 mil, and they give you a 10 mil. So there's also bloat flies that are going to be over by Wicked Shipping, I think is what it is, and some to your right as well. So avoid them because they'll chase you to Timbuktu. Yeah, radstags are right there. They're pretty docile. They're not going to attack you that much, but I would just avoid them for now, because pretty much any enemy that smells blood in the water will probably just come kill you at this point. They'll just be like, oh yeah, he has no health. Bloat flies by that tree, so I'm going to take the right route. And yeah, this is just the introduction. If you enjoy this series, be sure to leave it a like. Yesterday when I uploaded the video, it got like 50 views, which is a ton for me. So yeah, if you like, comment, and subscribe, that really means a lot to me. Oh shoot, I got a little close to them. Let's see. Okay, I'm still in hidden, so we're good. If you think an enemy might have seen you, or you might be in danger, you can always just go check it out in in sneak mode. So that'll pretty much tell you whether you are or not. All right, so first things first. Now I can talk to the dog. I'm not gonna like make this impossible for me. Okay, so yeah, first things first. Okay, I'm going to use the heavy frame because it does the most damage. See that? You want to put a long barrel on it so you can actually make it into a sniper, and a short scope. Standard magazines, fine for now. We don't really need the medium. And then we're not going to use any of that. And then for this, yeah, we want to use the hardened receiver, which the receivers are pretty much the most important things. Obviously, because that's the damage. And then the barrels are good, but we can put a long barrel on it, which will boost its ability quite a bit. But yeah, so this is our build as of right now. And yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. If you notice, I don't have access to a bed here. So I am running a mod. This is simply so I can, come in and out of episodes and make sure that if I'm going to... Okay, that radio was on but wasn't playing anything. If I'm in an area that I think the game might freeze, because I'm playing on the Xbox, it freezes quite a bit. I don't want that to be the thing that ends the series, if that makes sense. I want to be able to autosave. So this mod autosaves through doors, and I'm also running the unofficial patch. So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy at all. But I am running 2 mods. They're not really mods, though. You're not going to see any difference in the game. So yeah, if you like the video, be sure to leave it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already or you're new to the channel. And turn on the post notifications so you don't miss another episode. Yeah, so I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.